Hi, everybody. Don't mind me. I did one of those blurry background things. Eileen at New Reality took the picture for me. And it'll probably be, it's actually this is my old background. My new background, you guys will see next week, or you'll see it soon. Um, so I went live on TikTok, or not live on TikTok, but I did a TikTok the other day about coming full circle and about how I've kind of been gone for probably a month and a half. So y'all would have seen that I've been a little bit quiet. You haven't seen lives and you haven't seen postings. I'm an accountability business coach. And what that means is that I show up authentically always for my clients, and I show up authentically for the people in my world. Just no matter what, that's how I show up and where I show up. I am That's just who I am. I'm a master of creation, and I push people further. Um, I had to recreate my living situation, and I was very lucky that I was able to do that and put myself in an environment that I probably have never been in before. Um, as somebody who has struggled and been by themselves for many, many years, it was an amazing break. My friends have given me access to their basement, and we have created a home that everybody can manage in and be together and really just thrive. And then so this week, I'm dog sitting and I'm at my cousin's house, and it was when I finally got to, I'm like, okay, great. The move is done, the builds are done, the painting's done, everything's done. I'm gonna watch Eddie and then I get to just sit and do work. And I had every intention of sitting and getting back. I'm a landmark graduate and I have to get back into the leadership program. And I had every intention of just sitting down and doing those things. And while I was doing an objective key result call today, my phone was going off nonstop. And it was interesting because I didn't answer it, I didn't look at it. And after the call, I found out that somebody who I love, one of my very, very most amazing people, she had passed away. And there's solace in the fact that she found a life that made her happy. There's solace in the fact that she created something that she got to share with the world all the time. And when I did that, when I heard that, and I sat down and I wasn't, I couldn't focus on work. I couldn't focus on what I was supposed to do. And New Reality was doing a mentor coaching group thing, and they're always, I was like, well, I could sit by myself, or I could join and listen in on people who inspire me every day and push me every day. And I had already had a meeting with them this morning before I knew the news, and so there was a lot of really great things. My day was amazing. So why am I live right now, right? I got out of that meeting with them and I'm like, okay, well, I'm at the desk, I can work, and that's not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do is I wanted to talk about the struggles. Um, I've created an I am statement, and I've created a soul. I've created all of these things, and I'm going to read this to you, but I'm going to, when I do my OKRs, I always read it, and it's always something that it actually opens up as a tab it opens up as a tab on my thing, so I can always remind myself. And it's not far off, but my soulmate client has changed and evolved. And I don't think that I have actually given credit to the change or the evolving of my soulmate client. So I'm going to read this, and this is something that I can help anybody build. But I most of it's been patchwork together from my experience with New Reality and being a my core advisor. So I'm a positive, knowledgeable, supportive master of creation. My soulmate client was a rock star bizpreneur and biz owner who may be needing support in moving forward and taking on the biz world. How I support my clients, how I show up. I support my clients by providing a safe space to brainstorm and process. I'm a sounding board for ideas and aspirations. I help my clients create a system that supports, motivates, and inspires them to take on the world. I connect them with like minded individuals to help get them where they are going. My vision is a world filled with amazing people who support and uplift everyone around them. And my mission, what I'm going to do today so that that 100-year vision comes true, is I am here to support and connect entrepreneurs, businesses, and consumers with their aligned partners. So I'm telling you, my soulmate client is a rock star bizpreneur, biz owner. That's not changing. What is changing is that in the 3 years that I have been doing this business, it's not the people who are sitting stagnant. It's not the people who are wanting to it's not the people who are having these problems. It's the entrepreneurs and business owners who don't have support. They haven't been able to build a support system. And And I think that that's a difficult conversation to have, because if you say, "Well, I don't feel supported," your spouse, your family, all of the people around you are going to say, "Well, we support you." And they do. I think, in the conversation earlier, Eileen, with newreality.me had said it the best. Your family will support you inside of they care so much that that support comes from that, but they have an opinion on how you should be supported instead of when you request to be supported. And we forget to ask the type of support that we need. And I know for me, because I don't know how to ask, it's taken me this long to figure out how to ask for help. I have now I just don't put myself in the space. I don't talk to family about this. I don't speak to these people about this specific thing. And I come in and I go to the groups, and I have found my network. I found my work family as an entrepreneur. And I found the support. But if you tell your family and you tell those people, "Well, you don't support me." It's not the truth. It's that they don't know how to support you as an entrepreneur, as a business owner. And so what I do is I listen to you speak. I listen to you talk about your passions. I listen to you discuss all of the amazing things that you have going on in your life, personal, business, your kids' stuff. I've heard so many soccer stories. But when you're listening to a business entrepreneur, when you listen to an entrepreneur, you listen to a business owner, when you listen to them, you can hear their drive. And as an accountability business coach, my passion and my opportunity is to support you in your drive. I get to be the person who reminds you why you're in business. I get to be the person who helps you lay a path to allow for yourself to have somebody run support, to have somebody build a space for you because you might not know how to build that website correctly, to take things off of your plate so that you can work on your mission. You started this business. And when we talk about entrepreneurs and business owners in today's day and age, They're there because they're breaking a system. Our children are being taught that they're allowed to have emotions and stay home. And the older generation is like, well, if they can stay home from school because they don't feel good and their tummy hurts, how are they going to go to work? You know what? If their job requires them to be there when they cannot be there at 120% and their job cannot provide the knowledge of, hey, we get it. Go home, take care of what you can. If you can do some work, do some work. If you can't, don't. We should be recreating that. Business owners and entrepreneurs are coaching and building businesses because they have health issues that mean they can't show up every day like you need them to. But they're still going to get their work done. They're still going to get their job done. My mom works when she was working 5 days a week. She runs a whole department. She was giving 60 to 70 hours. We had a family emergency. She had to cut down to 4 days a week. She's still almost giving 50 hours. That thought process is an amazing thought process. But if she just hires one person to do some of the things that are on her plate, she wouldn't be overworked. And her team and her staff would have everything that they need. And maybe it's a part-time person because it's 20 hours. My headset is dying, so that's great. But the point is that if we're going to, give me 1 second, I'm sorry. Okay, and you should hear me now. So if those are the standards, you have to work 20 plus hours, you have to do these things, and there's people coming out of the workforce that don't agree with that, then those standards need to change. And the only way that they're going to change is by business owners and entrepreneurs recreating and restructuring. You have nurses that are leaving home healthcare companies to start their own home healthcare company because they see the flaws, they see the things that aren't working out, they see what is happening. And because the higher ups chose to not listen to them, they are now creating their own businesses. But when they start that business, they want to hold everything and hold the control because they know how to do it. That's the problem, though. Once you start your business and once you start rolling, let other people shine. That's why you left, because you weren't allowed to shine. So let the people who are around you shine. One of my best friends inside of business, Sarah, she is a leadership mentor and she will help. She's leadership coach and consultant. She's been doing it for years and I'm so excited to watch her build her business. And she always reminds me, she says, Brittany, you push everybody ahead of yourself. You'll promote newreality.me, but you won't promote yourself as the best accountability coach around. And she's right. And I thought about that for a really long time. And I do that because I want people to find who aligns with them. And I want them to make sure that whoever they choose to help them get through what they're getting through is the right person. So I have a hard time saying, you know what, you just need me. Granted, if you ask everybody that networks with me, they will tell you that I am great at what I do. That the nuggets that I drop in and the way that I work with you, I'm great at that. And I love that they have that passion in me and I'm struggling to find it myself. And that's why I started this call. That's why I started this live. That's why we're 15 minutes in. It's because everybody is struggling. And if we don't support each other and we don't raise each other up, then we're all going to struggle in silence. My cousin passed away, and I know that she built a life that is amazing. And there was a moment that I couldn't have said that she was going to be able to do that. There was times when I was afraid she was going to pass away in a hospital alone because of alienation and because of spats and spews and different things. And as business owners, we should not. There should not be this atrocious percentage of businesses that go out of business in the first 5 years. It's because business owners burn out. It's because we aren't supporting each other. There's this plethora of reasons. And the reality is if you find a community who can support you and who can promote you and who can help you, and at that same time ebb and flow. If I take a week off, I know that there's people in the community who will run my meetings. If I disappear for a month and a half because I have to deal with my stuff, there's people in the community who support each other while I'm not there. Where is your community? The community inside a family is phenomenal. The community inside of your relationship with whatever deity or whomever you worship, those religious areas are great to have a very specific kind of support. Business is a different type of support. Family is a support. Find your business support. I I want everybody to understand that it's okay to feel under-supported because you're not. You might go home and there might be a lot of support there and there's a lot of things, but who's helping you decide which marketing direction to go? Who's helping you decide, dump it, delegate it, do it? Sometimes you think you cannot dump this one item and you have to do it. And when you talk to a group of people, they're like, why do you need to do that? What is the point of that? If your business is here, then why do you need to do this? Because somebody told you to? Does that align with you? Hey, guess what? I did that and it didn't work. Or hey, I did that, but I did this and it worked out way better. Find a community of people who will help you grow and thrive and be the best that you can be in your business. I run an amazing community that does that every day. I can list quite a few businesses that have shifted and changed and grown. And I know one person who I used to talk to every day, and I can't even get her, I can't even message her because she's so busy. I know another person who promotes me nonstop because of the changes that have happened in her business. But I want you to find a community. I want you to find a space where you know that if you need somebody to boost add a post for you, they will go and they will click like and comment on it. If you need somebody to just walk you through something, they will walk you through something. If you were given horrible news halfway through your day and you had a plan to accomplish things and you see a pop-up of we're running this meeting and you just want to be around people who you know understand, and you go to the meeting and instead of hanging out in the background like you thought, you run the show, do it. Find that space for you. Find that space for your business. Struggling is great. It's amazing. Surviving is phenomenal. It's I survived it. I struggled and I survived. Great. But actually thriving and actually feeling and being able to acknowledge yourself and the things that you are doing beyond the struggle, beyond the, yeah, I work these many hours a day and I'm running a great business. But what are you doing for yourself? How does running a great business, if you have to be there 10 hours a day, help you be who you wanted to be when you started that business? How can we help you figure out a way that you can align, not burn out, not be afraid? I'm afraid to sell myself. I told the community the other day, I said, you know what? I can support the community because all of you amazing people are in it and I can push it and promote it. And they all looked at me and said, but we're here because of you. I can hear that sentence. I can understand that sentence. But I'm so scared of what happens if we build the community and then it just gets shattered for some reason. So for me to actually go out and put my foot out and start selling and start promoting and start making something happen, I have to believe in myself. I have to believe the words that people are telling me. And as an accountability coach, I get to tell you all the time and remind you of the successes that you have had. I get to remind you of the things that you have overcome. I get to ask you, did you get your homework done? And when you said no, I bet you I can come up with 10 things that you accomplished that will propel you either way. Because you probably took care of somebody, you probably had to stop for some kind of mental health breakdown, you probably had to there's a so many things. Maybe you have two businesses and one business needed more attention than the other business and you had to shift. Those are all okay. And nobody is telling us that. If your business is in the red, people don't want to talk to you until your business is in the black. Guess what? I'm 3 years in. My business is in the red. But it's not because it's a horrible business, it's because it has a horrible salesperson. Show up for yourself. Show up for a community. Find a community who can help you better yourself, who can help you understand, you know what? I've built an amazing thing and now I just need to figure out the next step. You know what? I'm struggling here. I took a month and a half off because I had to build shelter and create a space where I am safe. It's okay to do those things. It's okay to take care of yourself. And inside of business, find the community who will support you in being who you need to be in your business. Find the community who will give you tips and tricks and tell you 10 different ways to do one thing. Because here's the thing, the people who tell you this is the way, this is the only way, are the people who are stuck in this is the only way. And the reason why you became who you are and you are running your company and you are doing the amazing things you are doing is not because this way worked. It's because you know that there's a different way. So find the people who can help you find alignment with what that different way looks like. Create a space where you can flourish and where you can say, hey guys, I had an idea. This is how people normally do this, but this is kind of how I want to do this. And I'm finding some pushback and I'm finding some different things. Can you guys help me hone this? Maybe together we can build something better. Put yourself in a space where people want to help grow and be who we're meant to be. Not and I don't want to say, we can say, okay, we want to be better, right? We want to be better than I saw a TikToker and she said that back in the day, I'm a millennial, but back in the day, everybody told us, well, I had to walk uphill 2 ways in the snow, both ways. Okay, great. Hills are up and down, but okay. And today we are the generation of I couldn't have emotion. So when we let our children have emotion and we let our children ebb and flow inside of what they're looking at, um, we want to say I couldn't have emotion when I was your age. You shouldn't be able to, but I'm going to let you, right? We're allowing those breaks. We're allowing that breakthrough of have emotion at work, have a sick day, be able to maintain your mentality and this job. But business owners, you have to allow yourself that same grace. You have to allow yourself the space to say, today I just can't. Or put in days, the 15th and the 30th of every month. I have nothing scheduled. I'm going to get caught up on work. And if I am caught up on work, I'm going to have a spa day. Do that. I just got done planning out every 5th week of every month. I'm closed. The community will still run. They can all still support each other, but I am shut down because I burn out. So find the people, be in the spaces, create a world for yourself where you are supported as a business owner and an entrepreneur. Be who you need to be. And listen, life is a credential. Knowing the things that you all have gone through is a credential. Don't let anybody tell you that you have to have a specific education or a specific push or a specific yada yada. Your credentials enhance who you are. So if you are a specific type of, if you're a coach and you have this degree and this degree, that means that you can help these people because you know their vocabulary. You know the level that they're at, you know the conversations that they're having. If you're a landmark graduate, you can work with landmark graduates. Use those things to enhance who you are, but do not allow them to be who you are. And I say that because I hear so many people saying, well, I want to run my own business, but I don't have this. Who cares? You have how many years of experience doing that? You have how much firsthand client, customer potential in doing that? Half of the owners of companies and corporations have no clue what it is to run a fast food, to be the person who takes fast food orders. They don't know what it is to have somebody throw a fit because you're out of French fries. They don't know the cringe at the end of a day of walking out smelling like that restaurant and understanding the beatdown that people gave you because they weren't happy with the fact that they were ordering fast food. You have so much potential. You just haven't unlocked it. So be an entrepreneur, be a business owner, push yourself to every limit. Be the most that you can be. And I promise you, you're just gonna thrive. And if you find a community that helps you, you're gonna thrive even longer and you're gonna be supported. So find those communities, be in that space, create that world for yourself. BNIs and different networking groups and different things like that, they're phenomenal for referrals. They're phenomenal for potential customers. But create a space where you can come in and be vulnerable and say, today, I just don't want to. And have people support you in just not wanting to. Have people support you in the fact that last week you were super sick, couldn't move, couldn't be motivated, and managed to accomplish a few things. I appreciate every single one of the people who follow me. I appreciate every single one of you who are in my community. I appreciate those people who are going to be in the community. And I look forward to just being a space where you can say, today is not the day, and being supported in that, but also where you can find, this isn't something I align with. How do I change this? What can I do different? Don't allow yourself to be held back because something just didn't work. There's so many workarounds. There's so many people who have done it differently and have succeeded. Let's brainstorm. Let's biz storm your business. Let's create a space where you can thrive. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate your guys' time. And yeah, I appreciate you all. Have a great day.